What's up guys, Theros Cousin here. Welcome back to another episode of Founder Mode. I'm super excited for this one. There's a ton of things to talk about. Things have been happening for the past week. I have data, I have results, and I also have plans of future things that I want to work on, and I'm super excited to share all of this with you today. But before I get into that, first of all, if you're new here, well, welcome. My name is Darius, and I essentially run a software development company alongside a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers, where I basically teach people how to become software developers, and of course, all the business around that. And then in my spare time, I like to build apps and startups to really try to become successful as a founder. And I also like to document the entire process on this YouTube channel that you're watching in this series called, well, Founder Mode. If that sounds interesting to you, then consider subscribing, join the journey, because honestly, well, it's free and why not? All right, so let's begin. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about in this episode is my new app, Habit Quest. So if you don't know, last week I launched an app on the App Store on iOS and Android. It's called Habit Quest, and it's essentially an RPG habit tracker where you get to do your habits in real life. And then you also have RPG elements. You have like a character that you get to level up as you do your habits. And that serves essentially as more motivation to stick to your habits and to build good habits. And initially, when I launched the application, I had analytics set up and the analytics weren't looking too good. This is what I talked about previously in the previous episode. Essentially, people were just not creating habits. They were coming into the application, opening it, going through the onboarding process, but then when it came time to actually build a habit, they just weren't doing it. As you can see on the screen, this was the previous analytics. There's a huge drop off when it comes to actually creating a habit, which is like the main feature of the app, right? Now, at first, I thought this was because I talked about the app on my main YouTube channel. So people that like software development, and some of those people came to check out the app, but people that want to become better software developers aren't necessarily the same type of people that would use a habit tracker app. But since then, I've actually started to get a lot more users organically through the app stores and also through the videos that I've been posting on this channel on my YouTube shorts. People are finding the app and it's a much better demographic, and the analytics are looking different. More people are actually completing habits and creating habits than I thought, or at least that was visible in the previous set of analytics that I talked about last week. So as you can see here on the screen, I have this chart right here. This is my KPI. This is essentially like the main key points of interest that I track in the app. And this is looking much better. And if you go here to like the create habit side of things, there's not that big of a drop off. We have at least 90 people, 44% that actually created a habit. And then out of those people, 67, 33% that actually completed a habit. That's a lot more than I had initially. And these are much more promising results. So I'm very happy. But then not just that, if you actually come here and you look at the last one right here, attribute level up, there's 14 people, right? 6.97%, 7% of people that actually had attribute level up. Now this is special because it's not just a normal attribute level up. This is when you reach level 3. I specifically set this to track when people actually reach level 3 in an attribute in the app. So basically the app, right, you create a habit, you assign an attribute to that actual habit, and then as you do the habit, you gain experience in that attribute and you level up, and then that unlocks different perks in the application. Attribute level up over here, level 3, means that those people had to have come multiple times in the app and do the habit multiple times to be able to reach level 3, because you cannot reach level 2 the same day or the day after that you got the app. You need a little bit more time, you need a little bit more habits, because level 3 requires more experience. And you can see here at the bottom, right, we have 1 day, 18 hours. That is the average amount of time that it took people to actually get to this step in this funnel, to this attribute level up. This signifies to me that there's 14 people, and this, by the way, has been growing steadily every single day. I know it's just a few users, but still, 14 people. It signifies to me that people are coming back to actually use the app, and they're actually finding some value with it, which is very good, and this is very promising. And then if you look here, there's another chart. This is the 30-day retention. As you can see here, a lot of people that come on the app actually have some decent retention. Now, the results are still inconsistent. I'm not entirely sure why they're so inconsistent, but you can see here on September 20th, the next day, we have 24% of people that actually came to use the app. And then the day after that, we had 20% and then 24%. That means that for 3 days, on the 4th day, right, people actually came back and used the app. That's a significant percentage. And here on September 22, we have 40% of people that came in to use the app on the 2nd day. day, which is great. Now, again, these results are inconsistent because here on September 21, we have 12% of people. Here on September 23, we have 0% of people, right? So I think I just need more data. I need this application to get more users to actually see. But these results are promising, which means that I'm on the right track, right? The results are still low. It's still lower than I would want them to be, but at least they're better than they were before, and I'm on the right track. And from here, I hope to only go towards better and actually get some solid retention for this app. And I'm doing things to actually do that. So first of all, this week I launched a whole new onboarding process, which essentially forces people to create a habit as part of the onboarding process, and then they get rewards. That is essentially to get the amount of people that actually create and complete a habit a lot higher. So I think I fixed that. That's currently out on the app stores. I'm just waiting for more data to see if that's actually working. And then while that's going on, while I'm getting data on the new onboarding, I'm also releasing a new update. So I'm fully hustling on this entire application right now, where I actually have people go through a character creation flow that has a little bit more of an immersive and engaging character flow, where the character actually speaks to you and guides you through the entire process. And also what I've also done is, because now the character speaks to you in this like character flow, I've also made the character speak to you when you just tap it on the app. So you can go to the app on the main character screen, you can tap the character, and it's going to interact with you. It's very basic for now, it's very simple, and I plan to add more things if it makes sense. But all of this is done as a way to kind of get more engagement on the app, to let the users feel when they use the app that there's depth to this app, that it's worth it to actually spend their time and do their habits. And hopefully that is also going to help on the analytics side of things to get more retention and to get people sticking to the app a lot more. So that's the current situation on the Habit Quest app. I'm super excited for it, and I will keep you updated in the upcoming episodes to see how that goes and what progress we actually make. Then let's move on to the actual business side of my YouTube channel and everything around it. So first of all, let's talk about YouTube subscribers. This week compared to last week, I actually gained a little bit more subscribers. I gained 2.1 thousand subscribers, which again is pretty cool. If you average that out over like a month, so you do that times 4, that's over 8,000 subscribers for the month. So I'm super happy with that, and I just continue posting videos and hopefully keep this rate of subscriber growth. I also had 210,000 views. That also includes shorts and also long form content, so nothing special there. And then on the YouTube ads, so like the analytics, the AdSense side of things, I've made 222 euros, which is a little bit higher than what I made last week, but still within the normal ranges of what I usually make on the channel. I also did one video sponsorship last week. That was $350, so we're going to add that to the total. And then on the course side of things, because I also sell a course alongside my YouTube channel, I have made a little bit less than last week. I made $870, and all of that totaling to about $1450 US. Again, I'm averaging because some of these amounts are in euros and some are in US dollars, but essentially for the last week I made $1450, which is just slightly under what I made the week before, but again, pretty much the same thing, and I'm consistent and I'm very happy with this. So in terms of the YouTube channel, just keep making videos, just keep making shorts, make quality content. I actually have a video that I'm going to post next week that I'm super excited about. I think it'll do well. I'll let you know how it goes. And yeah, just business as usual, nothing really special, nothing out of the ordinary. Then another thing that I'm doing that is still related to the YouTube channel is I'm starting to grow a newsletter. I'm working with these two guys. Essentially, it's a company, it's a startup that they write the newsletter for you and they grow it for you. I mean, I grow the newsletter and they write the content of the newsletter, and it's about programming and software development stuff. And I'm very happy to say that we've reached 5,000 subscribers on that email list, which is good because now we can start thinking about actually monetizing it. Right? There's not too much to say on that front yet. It's still very early. We're still growing the newsletter. But we do plan to monetize the newsletter with sponsors, with cost per click, ads and stuff like that, and I will let you know how it goes, what I can make out of it. I'm hoping to make at least a couple of thousand consistently in the long run with this newsletter. But again, for now, there's no income yet. We're still growing it, but it's quite exciting because 5,000 is a nice milestone, and it's very soon the time that we can start thinking about actually adding sponsorship. And with that, that's pretty much all that I had to talk about today. I'm super excited. I'm super happy how things are going. I'm fully dedicated right now to the Habit Quest app. That's like my main focus, my main excitement, but I'm also fully committed to my YouTube channel. And again, business as usual. So until the next episode, keep hustling. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. And yeah, we got this. I'll see you then. Ciao, ciao.